Good morning, students. Welcome to the biology online class. Children, all of you know that we are continuing with chapter 7, that is conservation of plants and animals. We have already learned about the different types of protected areas which have been established by the government for the conservation of forests and wild animals like biosphere reserves, wildlife sanctuaries, and national parks. We have also learned about extinct species and endangered species and red data book. Today we will learn about some more topic under this chapter, that is migration, recycling of paper and reforestation. So first I will discuss about migration. The process of a bird or other animals moving from one place to another according to the season is called migration. In other words, we can say that when a bird or other animal moves from one place to another in one season and returns in a different season, it is called migration. When the winter sets in cold regions of the earth, the climate becomes extremely cold in those regions. The birds which normally live in these regions fly off to far flung warmer places on earth to escape the extremely cold winter climate and survive. And when the winter season is over, these birds fly back to their original habitats in the cold regions. The birds which move from very cold regions to warmer regions in winter and go back after the winter is over are known as migratory birds. Migration of birds or other animals is an adaptation to escape the harsh and cold conditions of their normal habitat in winter so as to survive. Migratory birds fly to far away places every year during a particular time because of climatic changes. The purpose of migration of birds is to survive by escaping the extremely cold conditions of their natural habitat and also for breeding, that means by laying eggs. India is one of the destinations of many of the migratory birds coming from the very cold regions of the earth. One of the most common migratory bird which comes to India every year for a few months is the Siberian crane. The normal habitat of Siberian crane is Siberia, which is a very cold place. When winter sets in Siberia and it gets extremely cold, the Siberian crane flies thousands of kilometers and comes to the warmer places in India such as Bharatpur in Rajasthan, Sultanpur in Haryana, some wet lands of northeast and some other parts of India. The Siberian cranes stay in warmer places in India for a few months. The Siberian cranes fly back to Siberia when the winter ends there and climate becomes favorable. Hope you have understood about migration. Now we will discuss about the next topic, that is recycling of paper. Paper recycling is the process of turning waste paper into new paper products. Paper is one of the important products we get from the forests. Paper is made from wood pulp that is produced from the wood of forest trees. So you can understand that paper making is another cause of deforestation. So we should save paper to save the forest trees. It has been estimated that 17 full grown trees are needed to make 1 ton of paper. So many trees have to be cut down from the forests to make paper. If each one of us saves just one sheet of paper in a day, we can save many trees in a year. We can save paper by writing fully on both sides of every sheet of paper in our notebook without leaving any blank sheets. We can also save paper by using chalk and slate for doing rough work. Reuse of paper means that if possible, we should use the used paper again. For example, the used paper envelopes can be reversed inside out and used again. The term recycling of paper means to process the waste paper to make new paper so that it can be used again. Paper can be recycled from old newspaper, magazines, books, notebooks, and packaging materials after removing ink from them. If all of us keep on collecting old newspapers, magazines, books, notebooks, and paper wrappers, etc., and send them to a paper mills for recycling through a junk dealer, we will be able to save many forest trees from being cut down. In fact, paper can be recycled 5 to 7 times for use. We should save paper, reuse paper, and recycle paper. By doing this, we will not only save trees but also save energy and water needed for manufacturing paper. The amount of harmful chemicals used in paper making will also be reduced. So, we can understand that there are some benefits of recycling paper. So, these benefits are: recycling newspaper saves 14% of landfill space. Recycling 1 ton of paper can save 17 trees, reduces sulfur dioxide emissions. Most paper can be recycled up to 8 times to create new products, leaves more trees for the sustainability of our environment, and it saves energy. Students, now we will discuss about the next topic, that is reforestation. The planting of trees in an area in which forests were destroyed is called reforestation. Reforestation is the natural or intentional restocking of existing forests that have been depleted, usually through deforestation. The term reforestation means to cover again with forest. The planted trees should generally be of the same species which were cut down from the forest during deforestation. We should plant at least as many trees as have been cut down. In this way, the forests will continue to have sufficient number of trees all the time. Forests are called green wealth of a country. We have already caused tremendous damage to our lush green forest by deforestation. If we have to retain our green wealth for future generation, then planting of more trees, that means reforestation, is the only option. Reforestation can also take place naturally. If the deforested area is left undisturbed for some time, it re-establishes itself by the natural growth of trees. This is called natural reforestation. There is no role of human beings in natural reforestation. Reforestation has several advantages. Some of the advantages of reforestation are, first of all, reforestation produces a large quantity of raw materials for industry like paper industry, timber trade, etc. It will lead to a decrease in global warming by reducing the amount of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. It increases rainfall in an area. This will raise groundwater level and prevent droughts. Reforestation prevents soil erosion and floods. It also increases the area of earth under forests, which is good for the conservation of wildlife. In order to meet the ever increasing demand for wood in factories and for shelter, like building houses, furniture, etc., forest trees are being cut continuously. It is quite justified to cut a limited number of trees for genuine developmental purposes, but at the same time, an equal number of new trees should be planted in place of cut down trees to maintain a balance in nature and avoid unpleasant consequences of deforestation. There is a Forest Conservation Act in India. The Forest Conservation Act is aimed at the preservation and conservation of natural forests and at the same time meeting the basic needs of the people living in or near the forest. So, children, today this much. Hope you have understood the topics. Thank you all. Stay safe.